side. So they get the first pick Ashe, which Puff has been on many times before.
Yep, good to see them get that, so at least should be a pretty good way to get some priority bot and give Puff more of an impact in this game, because let's even think back to Game 2 when they won. A lot of it did come from outstanding moments from Puff going forward as well.
So,
well,
we get the other response, right? FPX like, we'll just do what IG did.
Now we need to see if FPX can do it better. Now I wonder what the response will be here from IG, because they're definitely not going Kindred Galio.
This is some real angel thump music in the background. The last stand of IG is what's on the line. We'll tell you a bit about story, because draft is very important, I agree.
I like this a lot.
Very early.
And I mean, Kate, we've seen Crisp look so good on it all series. I like that they're just picking this up here. I wonder if Rookie will blind pick mid, because we typically see mid in first rotation. Dagda talked about it, that the pool is very blindable. You can take something like an Orianna or a Zoe.
Oh, the Lee Sin from Ning.
I mean, this is a champion he's obviously very comfortable on. Ooh. I was going to say, I'd actually like an Orianna takeaway, just for the fact that it is Rookie. You have the Lee Sin coming up and can deliver the ball. But
I'm going to pick your brain a lot during this draft, because I think this is going to be the most important one of the series. Seeing the Nautilus there is standard, but because we already have that Lee Sin, because we now need solo laners once again for both teams, and now that they've changed sides, I'm very curious as to direction.
I want to see FPX fourth pick mid and then counter pick top. It feels like counter picking like top support is just more impactful overall in this meta, but especially when we saw TheShy. I mean, come on. Have that game that he had last game, just keep punishing him, get Gimgoon on a good matchup, and see if you can push that further.
It won't be on the Renekton, that's for sure. So top lane bans here for IG, while Rookie's Azir has been seen in the past. And the Jace going to be banned. TheShy's most played during summer. The man on your screen. Again, not a great series, while Rookie, the other person on your screen, has been looking really good. Volibear, the final ban here, Lyric. So we are going to see something new. Unless Gimgoon wants to...
We've seen Doinb play. I was going to say, the next two champions that he's played a lot of are typically Orianna and Sylas.
Yep.
Those are ones that have been clear standouts.
The Rise scene a couple of times, but let's just focus on
I
this.
said it in the first rotation. I'd like to see the Orianna picked up. Glad that he locked it in. It is a good takeaway from Rookie. You have like ball delivery in the sense that you have Lee Sin on the opposite side. That is actually Rookie's most played champion this split. He does wonders on it.
Yep.
And now you have this really nice scaling component to FPX. You have a really strong front-to-back team fight. And I like the direction it's going in. I feel like IG need to throw all that out the window and realize, okay, EpicS's comp is so strong in those mid to late game team fights, we need to index into early game power. So that is an amazing pickup for doing it.
And is TheShy getting relegated to the Ornn?
Okay.
Yes, he is. Now, IG with their best draft of the series, Lyric, is that fair to say? Because it is the more standard than what we've seen.
Their draft is very standard. I like it a lot. Still, if this goes late, this is going to be quite troublesome for them. The good thing, though, is they should have priority in the mid and bot lane for Ning to play around.
Now, seeing Gimgoon on the Camille to finish off, though, a different discussion we should have.
This is just insane that we are at match point for FPX. TheShy is on Ornn. Gimgoon is on the Camille.
It's real changing of the guard, even though the guard's been there, similar amount of time. It's crazy.
Again, to simplify this as much as we can, right? This is clearly scaling versus not scaling.
Yep.
FPX have options to play out through side lane if it goes late. I don't necessarily think they need to. You do have a great team fight coming in. You have the front line coming in from the Nautilus. You have the shield coming in from Orianna, as well as everything with the Senna sustain, the Dawning Shadows. So the Camille can just function as another form of engage onto the backline of Ashe Zoe. And I have a lot of questions for IG, because we have not seen TheShy play a strong frontline role, especially as an engager, all year long.
Because now, with Ning on Lee Sin, it does feel like he's going to have to pick other options. We've got a Thresh and an Ashe in the bottom lane, with Rookie on that Zoe. TheShy absorbing pressure like he has been all game. Just this time he has more tools and a tank, which, in the past has been okay, to say the least.
The good thing for him is he shouldn't have to worry at least about Doinb making those roams up top like he has been in previous games, because he will be on Orianna. He should be pretty locked in that lane.
Sir, different drafts for the first time in this series. FPX, you talk about scaling. You want to see IG move with momentum. That's what this series has been about so far. FPX have been the slower team, but the better team overall. If IG want to take this to a Game 5, Ning has to have that performance, Rookie has to have that performance, and carry the rest of IG alongside with them. It all comes down to this. Are IG going to keep themselves in contention for Worlds, or are FPX gonna look to defend their throne. We lead to LGD watching this one, watching who they're gonna verse. And game 4 as we enter the Rift, the bulbs are lit. And Summoner's Rift is too. Welcome to our World Championship matchup that is in the LPL and is also an elimination match.
Now let's remember, we also had this matchup in spring. We had it in the 3rd place match where FPX also just styled on IG.
Destroyed
that was back with Khan though. So, you know, it is a bit of a different flavor this time around.
And Southwind as well, remember. Baolan came in summer and brought this team up to the 3rd place alongside Ning with their performance.
Let's talk about that as well, because honestly, with Baolan coming in, I feel like a lot of people who didn't consistently watch the LPL got a wrong idea of the narrative. They thought, okay, Baolan came in, Baolan's a top 3 support, he got voted on our all-pro team. But Baolan was fine. Like, individually, he was all right. But his individual skill and playmaking isn't what brought IG up. It was how much better he worked with Ning on the map than Southwind did.
Than what we've seen, right? You know, when we saw Baolan back in 2018 Worlds, it was that individuality, the pairing. Let's pause. IG getting invaded on. FPX, they're level 1, they favor.
Yeah, they're going in. It is a 4v4 right now.
They want a match.
I don't think there's any clear, like, outstanding side in this level 1.
Yeah.
Nautilus is fine.
Paddlestar was started. Dredge line doesn't connect, though. What's Baolan got? That's the real question, as Doinb sends out command attack.
They're forced off.
All right. And Tian is going to have to take another path, so he's going to be delayed.
The thing is, right, we didn't have a champion, like, let's say, like an Olaf, a Braum, a Karma. Some champion we were like, well, that champion's busted level 1, clear win. I'd say pretty similar level 1s, but Tian coming back in, has the sweeper, clears the ward.
And Crisp is getting low. Remember, we saw this all series long, but now it's on the other side. Well, Ning is coming in the flash from Tian.
He got it!
He hits 2, and Ning's in so much trouble. He's going to have to burn a flash. Safeguards instead. Luckily, as Tian now reigns supreme over this bottom side jungle.
Oh,
for
he
now.
doesn't have flash, though.
And Chris, remember, got burned out. There's a health bar disadvantage. Maybe Tian actually gets turned on the red buff. Healing's going to be essential, but 3 versus 2 for now. The flash forward. Ning wants revenge, goes in, still gets the kill. The flash from LWX, it's a 1-for-1, but brawling through the bottom side. LWX dies, and Puff gets a kill of his own, while Chris runs towards his father, Doinb, who saves his life after he flashes.
I mean, still, IG pick up 2 kills in that exchange, and the red buff even ends up on Baolan. Tian just going a bit too far forward. IG's bot lane was the one that had priority. They were able to come first, and that shows the power of this Ashe lane that we talked about.
1-0-1 for both these bottom laners. And sir, like I said, it doesn't make much sense, but logic be damned. IG with a favorable trade.
Oh, God. Poor Ning.
He's really getting bullied out. Gimgoon is level 3. Remember, it was a safeguard start. He doesn't have his ward available. Gets healed up. Gimgoon with a nice sweep. Really great trading, and Gimgoon now gets dominance of topside for FPX.
Whoever shot called that play, you know, just
yeah.
brilliant coming out, realizing, hey, Ning is still only level 1. We have push in top lane. Let's keep dominating this matchup. Tian's going to get level 3. Ning is just coming out of Fountain, level 1 still.
Tian's going to have triple buff available, double buff now in his back pocket. The level 3 you mentioned with Scuttle right here. Ning goes to the bottom side.
He can even just cut through mid and show on bot Scuttle.
Yep.
We even see Crisp already walking around. The good thing for IG is Rookie does have prio, so they could just have Baolan go outright, but...
We got a old school support jungle duo. But at the very least, remember what we talked about in draft, where IG need to get ahead. And Ning is a big tool to make that possible on this Lee Sin. So for IG, this early game, even after the couple of kills, good trading here from Rookie, Ning is going to have to find a whirlwind of farm.
Yeah, Rookie's playing extremely well. One thing you notice about Zoe is in your early laning phase, a lot of people might think to throw their paddle star behind them still, but it's about weaving them into the sides of the minion waves to make it harder to dodge.
Just getting quick trades and running away from Doom before he gets the dissonance out.
If you're able to throw in the auto as well from your passive, it really, you know, gets the full momentum out of the trade.
Tian just picking up those triple buffs we were talking about while Ning gets Scuttle. He's got level 2, Tian is level 4.
I feel like Ning just needs to go leech some XP off one of his lanes and hit level 3.
I feel like you pay a bit of that tax.
You need to, right? I mean, heck, he helped bot lane get the 2 kills.
He's actually going to be walking into the wave.
There we go.
At the very least, Descendants connects, and he wants to make the full gank as the Flay is being weighted. The Dark Passage, level 2 Lee Sin. Never mind, he's going to absorb a bit of champion experience as Tian walks in, but the play's already made. Well, meanwhile, TheShy on a tank into Gimgoon. He has not too much mana. Waiting for the Bellows Breath, the AD shield comes through. TheShy in a bit of danger himself as the pot and Biscuit ready and available for Gimgoon. Biscuits for both, actually. We're looking at this.
Giving you more sustain in lane.
Something's going to happen, isn't it? No, just clearing the way.
I just want to go back and say that was an amazing play coming from Baolan. We've had like really great Thresh performances in this best of 5 so far.
And another one to lead the charge in game 4. Gold lead here for IG, and Ning, as I said, actually picked up a bit of champion experience. He's now level 3, got an assist, crucially, and is walking up towards the top side. So Ning's still behind in levels, but he has found a pathway and a very winning bottom lane.
The thing that's still a bit rough, though, is this would have been the timing I would have really liked to see IG start playing for this dragon, which, you know, potentially they could. It looks, their bot lane obviously just coming off of a reset, so they can get this push back in their favor. I'm not sure if Rookie has to reset or not, but again, he could, and then you just bring Ning back down bot side, set up this dragon, because you need to start stacking these early on.
This is Rookie coming in, though. He's teleported in behind enemy lines. Good little route here from Lwx, but the Trouble Bubble connects. And here goes the center AD carry. Quickly going to pop down. Gives it over to Rookie. 4 for 1. Invictus Gaming now set up to kill Crisp, who is at the inner turret. If you wanted, you try and give this to Ning if he's nearby.
Yeah, I think Chris probably is going to try to suicide, but let's see.
Will he get spotted in time? I think he's fine here. I think he's going to go down.
Yep, he's good.
All right. A good execute from Chris.
Execute coming out. Oh, Baolan. I mean, so, especially bot side, Baolan's Flay was amazing.
Yeah.
But the hooks with the Thresh are going to be the question mark. I guess it's kind of good that you picked up the Thresh, because at least if you hook terrain, right, you're not bringing yourself to your own doom.
So can I reiterate, as Baolan picks up mobility boots, you know, Baolan's having a great game, I understand, but IG are in a very weird place.
Yeah, IG, I mean, IG are in a nice place because they've obviously picked up all these kills. Their bottom lane's ahead. They have more of a pressure point to play through. But the game, it could just be strange for IG because the tempo of the game has been so weird with Ning falling behind, right? It's not like you're playing through.
Yes, sir, I got to pause you. Call the Forge Gold was denied, but Gimgoon still getting hit anyway. He's a Grasta Flash. Solo kill on TheShy. This is how he does it on a tank.
This is the secret weapon the whole time? TheShy's Ornn?
Apparently, better on tanks than carries.
Me and you have seen TheShy's Ornn many, many times.
We have, and Gimgoon now getting solo killed for the first time in this series.
No Doran's played to be seen today, Hysterics.
No, he went Lwx Senna. This is crazy. And so now across the board, IG winning through lanes.
So now it's the reverse, right? Now we have both sides, actually all 3 lanes for IG because Zoe having pressure in that mid lane matchup as well. 3 winning lanes for Ning. He should be able to pick up this early dragon. Reset coming out from TheShy though with Gimgoon walking back. At least Tian will be able to pick up this Herald as Ning is doing dragon.
And Tian is doing Herald. You mentioned it's 2K gold lead here for IG. The first dragon of the game going to be Cloud. And given over Ning. Bit of experience from this one as well. And Baolan, now that he's got Mobies, might be able to link up with Ning a little bit better. So, sir, from here, Tian going to maintain that level lead. TheShy's going to spot him out. And that Herald might give a bit of needed gold back in the pocket of FPX.
Yeah, now the question is where do you put it? We've seen them a lot default towards bot side, but they'd Ashe every other game, so it made a lot of sense, right? You were able to push in the wave easily, take plate gold. This time I probably expect it to actually be on Gimgoon. We see TheShy initiating this trade. The ult comes out, so TheShy is not able to get that second call of the Forge God, but...
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, just yeah.
Yeah. Nice, perfect time for the pro view. As Puff gets turret plating in the bottom side, and this continues to happen. He's 2-0. He's going Essence Reaver build, as we've seen many times in the LPL. Is
dropping it mid.
For himself.
And one thing I've realized by watching a lot more of other regions these weeks, because we've had more time because of our playoffs, is that other regions drop Herald mid a lot less than LPL. Because in other regions, you typically see them try to do it with, you know, a turret that's about to go down where they can create a pressure point on the map. But we have so many times in LPL where we either have the 4-man rotation or just moments like this where you just come in and drop it, trying to break down that structure early and guarantee, right, like a more open map.
We see it a lot often, you know, those dragons and those set up for ejectors, just put it there to draw attention.
It's like we might not play the most optimal League of Legends. We know.
But we do
we
play
know
League.
we don't play the most optimal League of Legends, but we play very, it's like decisive League of
Yeah.
Legends.
Well said.
The LPL teams know exactly what they want. They might not know exactly why they want it, but they know they want it.
They work it out after the fact.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, do they?
Maybe. Good dodge from Doinb. Into this game, just quickly, because Ning's going topside, and Gimgoon's at half health. Hextech Ultimatum's available, but call the Forge God.
Dunzo.
Is Gimgoon going to dodge it? No, he's not. Kick in the wall. TheShy picks up the kill, and you know what? For a jungler that fell behind early, Ning's doing a lot.
I mean, this is something that Dagda was actually talking about on the desk earlier, that if you can get Doinb on a champion...
Ning might just be dead.
Oh, that was so sad.
He flashed towards Dark Passage. Dredgeline's going to find out Baolan as well. He's stuck in the middle. TheShy's not going to help him, but Rookie might. Over the wall, a lot of damage onto Tian. Rookie actually manages the flash, but in comes the Senna ulti. Tian dodges away. The portal jump works. The shockwave from Doinb doesn't connect onto Rookie, who only just survives. Well, now TheShy is getting angry after all the bullying that's come through. Rookie's playing with death. TheShy with no mana. And by inches, we see that play end as the chat across the arrow. It's a 1 versus 1 with 80 carries. The play doesn't end. Remember, he's got BF sword. The flash burnt by Lwx, and he's out.
I mean, 2 for 2 on the top side of the map.
Wait, Rookie has flash. Rookie has flash! Oh my god, give this man something, but Dredgeline means he's dead.
You know, I feel like getting the solo kill on the enemy laner is worth going down to the support. Great play from Rookie. This is what we expect from him. I mean, he's had amazing play all year. He's been the standout for IG even in this series, so nice to see from him. But, oh, IG, they have a wave bot.
Tian's here, though.
Doesn't matter that Tian's here.
I like that response, Luke. Very well done. The play comes in. Lwx,
Oh,
heard his
God,
flash before.
that matters.
Ning picks up the kill. That's also very important as Tian can't find a way in. Turret plating still available. IG are up 3,000 gold in 12 minutes.
He missed the Q. I thought that could have meant they weren't able to burst Lwx down fast enough and Tian could get in, but luckily they still do. They get a bit of plate gold on as well. And we said, hey, the name of the game for IG was Accelerate, and they're doing it.
All right, Magic Shield's up here on the top side meanwhile.
You know what feels kind of bad, though?
So.
When you think about it, it's more like FPX kind of accelerated on themselves at level 1.
Yeah. Tian getting caught out in that bottom side after stealing away the red buff, which was really cool. I thought, oh no, Ning's in a lot of trouble.
And they've just done a great job. They're solo laners as well, right? They have just found their advantages on their own. We always expect that from Rookie, especially against Doinb, but TheShy having a great performance against Gimgoon.
How do you untilt when you lost, but tilt when you lose? I don't know. IG thinks is now they've found a pick, but IG actually here a little bit quicker. FPX thought they were the ones getting Baolan, but Puff turns it around, and everyone's there.
You're right. The crazy thing about that play to me was the reaction time because Rookie came over so quickly. TheShy's TP came out in an instant. It's like they expected the play to happen.
And Ning's kick, the least in performance. Who cares about the CS?
Did you know that this guy's won Worlds?
He has won World and Finals MVP.
Finals MVP.
Ning's pretty good at the game.
Also,
let's watch
Young
again.
Miracles jungler.
Ooh, true. So Baolan.
Yeah, just nice Dredgeline coming out. They had no vision, though. They had no vision. Their lane's not pushing, and their mid lane's not pushing. So what were they doing?
Well, FPX were taking a playbook out of the IG book from the series.
Yes, yeah.
And yeah, they're like, hang on a minute. This is why they stopped it. And sir, dare I say, at this point, IG, with the way things are rolling.
I think I saw on Twitter during break that Coach Peter from Mad Lions put, this series is like a big red button in the middle that says don't touch. And both teams want to touch it.
That's perfectly well said.
Peter Dunn, yep.
FPX here right now, they shouldn't be here because the hook comes in from Baolan. Lwx is bursted down. Shockwave for the trade, but FPX need to get out there. Enchanted Crossarrow hits over the wall. It's called the Forge God. Meanwhile, that Dragon play was not worth it because FPX still need to get out.
Yeah, and Rookie's here. He has the smite.
Trouble Bubble's going to do quite a lot onto Doinb. Is the target, lands that bubble. Ning ready to go in as well. Tian's behind enemy line. Sonic Wave doesn't connect, as this will open up IG for the bottom lane turret.
Yep, sadly no paddle star connected, no Sonic Wave coming out, and IG still get bot turret. They were able to pick up a bunch of kills in that last skirmish as well. And we're up to a 6K gold lead at 14 minutes.
It starts with G, ends with 5. Rookie, Paddlestar over the wall, hits the Nautilus. FPX should not be on Summoner's Rift right now. The death sentence, max range, Gimgoon, leave right now.
Rookie is just too good, man. Finding those amazing Sleepy Trouble Bubbles, finding the optimal paddle stars as well, setting up these sieges. They're not done.
Yeah, TheShy just keeps walking at them. He's 3-0. He has more kills than I think he's gotten throughout the series.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but either way, 0 deaths. That's impressive.
I wonder who sat him down. If it was Coach Chris or...
Rookie, does he just one-shot?
No.
Close.
I wonder if Rookie sat him down. Rookie
said,
says,
cut the shit. That's TheShy and Tian are going to be going 1v1. I apologize. As Flash is available. He burns it. And he's out.
Well, at least no more crazy shenanigans going on. We do have the other Rift Herald up. And you know, I need to pause. Because it does not feel like we're at 15 minutes into this game. I actually had to double take at Rift Herald and think, wait. We're at 19 kills.
Yes, we are. This looks like Game 3, doesn't it? It looks like Game 3, and this time it's IG's perspective. Blue's side might be
Strong.
Might be strong.
Hey, who thought that, guess what? FPX had to keep the Lucian ban.
Yeah.
Now they have to ban the Caitlyn. They have to ban the set as well.
They could ban
you now
Galio.
get a free ban.
The Galio's not on the Rift.
And you don't even need to give the TheShy counter pick. Just give him Ornn.
True.
So this is how we see this happen.
Oh my god, Baolan's game.
FPX started. We see the hook come out from Baolan, as you point out. Shockwave comes in. He does end up going down the end. But Rookie on the opposite end of the fight dealing so much damage. And yeah, they're able to pick it up.
It's just out of nowhere. Can I just reiterate?
Yes.
Game 3, you know, what we saw was FPX looking like they were going to 3-1 this. And IG anti-tilted.
And
They won Game 2.
That might have been one of TheShy's worst games of his career. Not even just this split, like, of his career.
The 1-10 Kennen. There was no buff. He's now playing Ornn, and the key to success here. 4 bounties on Invictus Gaming.
And we've seen them play around bot side. It's actually the craziest part, right? It's been all about enabling Puff. And that's been the opposite of what we all thought this year. It's like, okay, hey, Puff's fine. Puff's not amazing, but he's also not bad, right? He does his job. He's looked better with Baolan for sure. But this game, he got a few more resources. He got to benefit off of Tian's mistakes.
He's not a Jackie Love, right? He's not a Jackie Love or Huan Fong, but he's sat in my top 8 list.
That's also why at the beginning of the year, we thought he would fit IG better.
True.
For the sense that we thought he would be that stable player that they could rely on when Rookie and TheShy are going crazy.
Speaking of which, Chris was being called out. It's crazy time indeed. Trouble bubble lands. FPX are grouped up in a choke, and you know what? Call the Forge God as they run away. Flash is burnt. Herald hit mid. They don't get inner, but the next wave's coming in.
That paddle started 75% of Lwx's HP, even with him using heal.
And it's going to get worse from here. It's only 1.5 items on Rookie. He's off to the side.
This is where Zoe thrives, right? Zoe thrives at being able to use this terrain, being able to use these structures to throw out the sleeping triple bubbles, to throw out these long-range and unexpected paddle starts from Fog of War, and set up these sieges, and they're doing it so well.
And IG have an Infernal Rift this game as well. That's going to change, well, not too much because Puff, he thought something was happening. He got scared. Maybe he wanted to set up Rookie. Because Rookie could probably 1v3. Someone's going to get absolutely deleted. Only just. All right, FPX on Dragon first. What do you think? I honestly think...
I feel like IG just have more damage at this point in time. They have a better front line as well coming in from the Ornn. Like, you would need some kind of combo where Gimgoon gets onto Rookie.
No. Speaking of which, though, he can't get on anyone. Baolan flashes forward, the death sentence onto Doinb, box play down. Shockwave only onto one. Baolan takes everything from everyone, and that means IG have everything themselves because FPX have nothing. TheShy back in business with a kick flash from Ning. Gimgoon is trying to do something, but Lwx watches as his whole team collapses. And Invictus Gaming, anti-tilt, the perfect word.
And they keep going. Ning's going to be able to pick this one up on Lwx. And with the gold lead they've accumulated, there's just nothing FPX can do at this point.
The ace.
I was going to say before the fight started, you need some kind of Camille play with Orianna Ball, as well as maybe a Donning Shadows and collateral damage to delete Rookie. But at this point in the game, we just don't have the damage coming out from really any of them yet, but especially that Orianna.
Should I say it or should you? Let's bring on the Silver Scrapes. It's time. This game is an 8K gold lead at 20 minutes in. A very IG fashion, at least on the other end.
You know, this playoffs and regionals truly cannot have been scripted better. Like, you actually could not have done a better job if you sat down and tried to write out this playoffs.
Do you know, speaking of scripting, I went over is...
Chris.
We're used to Baolan being on the Nautilus this series. Oh, that was beautiful. TheShy.
And I want to reiterate for all of you watching who don't follow LPL very regularly, this is Chris' 22nd game of Nautilus. His second most played champion is actually now Thresh at 8.
Yeah. And this time around, we're kind of seeing that 22 games does not mean you're the best Nautilus in the league, as Lwx just gets chunked out. Tian wants a steal here to bring FPX anywhere near coming back in and trying to close out this series as Doinb. Arrow doesn't get dodged. Call the Forge God coming in as well. Shockwave onto TheShy. He can't hit back. There was a bit used, but Rookie's still alive. As Red Buff fought over, here comes the engage. TheShy gets the knock up. Tian flashes over the wall. Baron still being done. And Invictus Gaming pick it up while the rest of them want to fight. They go forward. TheShy takes a lot of damage, but the cavalry's arriving. Box put down. TheShy dies, but Ning gets in. He's burning down Doinb while another death sentence spells the end for Crisp. Ning survives. A double for Rookie. And FPX now have to deal with this Baron.
And Rookie and TheShy did such a great job of zoning out Tian, making sure he couldn't get anywhere close to the pit. TheShy finds a window to engage, goes in. Sure, he ends up going down, but sets up Rookie to get a few kills as well.
Sir, it's a 12k gold lead at 21 minutes in the game. This is IG's best game.
You know the weirdest
in 2 series.
It just didn't feel like this game clearly went from 0 to 100, but it didn't feel like it. It felt like a pretty smooth climb of FPX mistakes. And good play from IG as well, right? We saw solo kills coming out from TheShy. We saw Rookie landing great. But we start this off, Baolan coming in with a really nice death sentence, chaining it into the Sleepy Trouble Bubble. Massive paddle star from Rookie. Crisp ends up going down. And then this is what we talked about, zoning off Tian, forced to flash over the wall. TheShy's not afraid of anything. People are afraid of TheShy, so he goes forward. Nice paddle star coming out from Rookie. Baolan going in once again, drops the box to create a lot of space. Rookie flashing forward. And now we get to see the Siege with this Baron in the mid lane.
TheShy's first death of the game as well. You said Siege, I'm listening because Gimgoon might be caught out in rotation. Hookshot, wallshot there. The arrow misses, imitating Lwx from game 1 as TheShy gets in with a searing charge. Not taking too much damage, even dodging out. Look at this Ornn. Half health Tian, and Lwx has to go in. TheShy's still pretty reasonably healthy.
Now they're just going to wait for their next wave. As we have the Frozen Fist come out from TheShy. So once again, our typical LCK viewers are malding. But here on the LPL, we accept, inefficient.
He said words like scripting, I'm sure they're already a little bit upset by that. Doinb takes call the Forge God. Look at where Gimgoon is. He takes a trouble bubble. FPX are grouping up. Can you hear that silver scrapes? I'm not sure. Not yet. TheShy flashes away. FPX on their last defense are doing well as Baolan's gone too far in. Gimgoon with the re-engage. Puff does get the Nautilus in the end, though, while he wants to go forward. Sonic Wave dodges away from him with a quick draw. Rookie's trouble bubble is a leg short. Baron still here. A good pick from FPX to defend, but it is support for support.
Exactly. The fact that it's a 1-for-1 means that IG can keep going. Rookie even picking up a flash with his W, so he's extra safe. Can play a bit more risky if he wants to look for a pick.
Gimgoon, though, in for the flank. Rookie there with his flash available, but look, Puff just went to the back. FPX now going in. This could spell their doom. Gimgoon had good intentions, but Ning's still alive. Gimgoon with the sweep doesn't land. The slow from Puff, though, with the volley, sends himself forward. Lwx flashes away, heals up Doinb. The shield going to be great from the Orianna, but Puff's still pretty large and in charge. Flashes away from Gimgoon. Now low health bars. The Shockwave on their last stand. They wanted to end this series 3-1, but IG won't let them. The kick, Sonic Wave execute, flashes from Doinb. Ning is insane on this lead.
Ning and Rookie are absolutely showing up in this series. Sadly, they don't have a wave, so they can't close it out yet. But 13k gold, it just feels like a matter of time.
Ning takes a sip from his cup, limit testing to the best degree, and heads up to this Infernal Dragon.
Look at this. We have a game where it's about Ning, Rookie, Puff, and Baolan. TheShy, TheShy's had a fine game, but now he's a supporting cast. He's meant to be this front line, and the rest of the members are showing they can step up.
Well, What more do you say?
On the opposite side of this, though,
Take me.
FPX have not had a good game. They've not played well. And it started from level 1. It started with Tian. He honestly kind of ribbed his bot lane. Like, they didn't even have a chance after those early kills going on to Puff. Gimgoon getting solo killed by TheShy. Doinb, I don't know how much we can fault him for because he's on this Orianna, right? He's sitting in the mid lane. He's farming up. That's his job. But the rest of the map just completely collapsing around him.
Just trying to hold on, get to that stage we talked about, but it's like 20 more minutes away.
This looks like the FPX that we saw against V5.
Oh, very
where
true.
they were just getting outclassed individually, where they were making those risky plays.
But at least finding something here with a shockwave onto Rookie. This is all the global pressure used on. Now 4 versus 5, but IG still want to go in and call the Forge God. Lay it down in this choke onto Chris. You just saw Rookie get caught out, but IG return the favor onto Chris as TheShy gets that searing charge onto Tian, and Gimgoon has the hook shot out of there. IG don't care about the numbers, they're going forward.
I want to highlight Puff for dodging the route coming out from Lwx.
True.
He was the one walking forward, dealing all that DPS onto Chris. They're still going. They have the box. They have the Dragon's Rage on Ning.
Chanicus Arrow, half the cooldown left remaining. Because nothing else is up bar the Baron in 45 seconds, so FPX still managing to get trades means that IG can't run into the base and take us to this game 5.
And 12k gold lead. It is absolutely unrealistic. This game is an IG game.
Yes.
But if FPX can keep holding on,
20 minutes, right?
Orianna, Senna, Camille, they have late game scaling. They have opportunities to play through. But let's face it, you're facing, a Fed rookie, so best of luck.
Okay. He did lose pages out of the Majai.
Yes, he did. Knight would not be happy.
No, he would not. But to be fair, Knight in the series against JDG had to sell his a couple of times.
Yeah, he did.
As we're going to lose a turret on the top side. And IG now set up for the Baron round 2. FPX nowhere near this one. They've got to defend their base.
And they are going to do that. Gimgoon does have TP if they did want to look for something, but I don't think we got to finish having that conversation earlier where I said, if you are, like, if you don't outscale, if you have no scaling, if you're, Renekton, a bunch of early game champions, Lucian, etc., you look for those gambles. You look for those 50-50s, because a 50-50 is the best you're ever going to get.
True.
When you're on a comp like this, you play to minimize any casualties and just hope the game lasts as long as possible.
Very true. You can see Gimgoon trying to do that, just picking up the turret, but the rest of IG are grouping up with this Baron. Gimgoon needs to return now, as the inhibitor turret top lane is under siege. And IG will take this very, very quickly. It's up to them to, again, minimalize, to use your keyword, and defend this base. As Gimgoon's going to go in all the way to the backside onto Rookie. A 3-man knockup. Meanwhile, while TheShy is taking down the AD carry. This is like watching him against Huanfeng all over again. A double kill for the top laner, who finally shows up as Baolan locks on into Chris. Doinb's left alive, trying to carry FPX. A triple kill for the Ornn top. He's 7-1 and netting IG into this base. Doinb's low on mana with the blue buff, but IG can smell the end lyric. And with the Sonic Wave, I think we better queue up the Silver Scrapes, because out of nowhere, Invictus Gaming don't want to say die just yet.
2 world champions with only 1 game left to decide who gets a chance to go back to Worlds.
That soundtrack better be ready, because IG had their best game of the series. I gotta say, their best game, including playoffs. Very long time coming. And FPX were outclassed.
Doinb not looking happy.
No, he is not.
Completely understandable, right? The whole map collapsing around him. But by the end of that, TheShy didn't buy any MR. He fully indexed into armor. He had 500 armor. So no one except Doinb really able to do anything to that man. And we saw that. You said, hey, he's signaling out the enemy AD carry. He's getting onto Tian. He's getting onto Gimgoon. What can they do?
The most damage. This was a snowball ran out of control, an early game where Tian stole red, but IG collapsed.
But that gold graph also shows what we were talking about, right? That this game did go from 0 to 100 really fast, but it felt like a very smooth transition upward like that gold graph.
It was a 28-minute game, right? Even though it felt like that game dragged on for IG to end it, they were so far ahead by 15 minutes in, and we just climbed at the 20-minute mark to that 10K, ending up at about 16,000. So a very IG way to end when we see that IG during the regular season had games like this where they snowball leads out of control, to use that word again.
We've talked about the top side so many times in IG games. We need to highlight Puff and Baolan because
Yes.
Baolan, by far, his best game of the series.
Oh, yeah.
Like, easily. Again, even in their win with the Nautilus, it wasn't all too convincing, but this was a great Thresh game. And Puff on the Ashe.
The flashing forward,
Did he
right?
get gifted early kills? Yes, he did. But the thing is, he took advantage of that. He used it, and he helped push the team forward into a win.
And the greatest part about this now is we've seen the best out of both teams in this series. Because I was getting concerned thinking that IG in Game 2 in their win was very much FPX making mistakes, IG picking opportunities out. But this time around, we saw the best of IG, much like we did in FPX's Game 1 and Game 3. So we put that together, and we actually get a comparable series running into Game 5.
Precisely, because I agree that their last win was not convincing, right? It was definitely off the back of a lot of FPX over forces, but this game was all IG, and sure, can you look at all of FPX's many, many mistakes? Yeah, but the thing is, they were able to use those mistakes and snowball into a clean game, which is what you look for when you are one of the top teams coming out from the LPL.
And it feels like it's time to, go back and quote and say what I said before Game 4 started. It doesn't make logic, or, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't bring reason, even though it was a good game. But IG somehow just flipped the script.
And I know Suning aren't playing today, so Lion King references don't matter. But as I said yesterday, for FPX, you need to leave your behind in the past, as Pumbaa says.
Yes, he does. He also said Hakuna Matata a couple of times
he
on
did.
cast. So,
a lot.
that would definitely strike true. Invictus Gaming, now have a chance. This is all to fight LGD for the 4th seed at Worlds. This does not decide the 4th seed. This matchup is simply to stay alive. So, I don't know.
One thing I do know, LGD's probably smiling today.
Yeah.
LGD's like,
We can do this.
thank God, guys.
We can beat one of these teams. Because at this point, no one knows who the 4th seed's going to be. And I think getting to a Game 5, we have no clue who's going to win this.
One thing we need to remember, FPX gets side selection.
They do, and blue side has been pretty key in most of our series so far.
For IG, it was all even numbers, man.
Yeah. Oh, it was the numbers. All right.
No Game 6. Sorry, IG.
Well, FPX buff incoming. Ladies and gentlemen, cue the Silver Scrapes. We're going to a break. Then we return with our Game 5 between our two ex-world champions coming up.